So CNN has this woman come on all the time, and they don't tell you that she worked for Hillary Clinton. She was a communication director for Hillary Clinton, 2016. And she says this.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think that the moment between Warren and Bernie is obviously the one that's going to be replayed the most. And I think what Bernie forgot was that this isn't a he said, she said story. This is a reported out story that CNN was part of breaking.
And she's smiling because that means it's true because CNN said it. It's not a he said, she said. This is a story that CNN has reported out.
It's actually exactly a he said, she
said. It's exactly what that is.
Like literally, completely 100% what it is.
The story that they reported out has no sources. None of the sources are named. None of the sources were at the meeting. So that's not a real story. But CNN did it, so that's it. So so it's the truth.
It's actually called CNN Breaking Bad.
Yeah. So CNN, they're also wrong about the WMDs. They're also wrong about Libya. They're also wrong about Syria. Mm-hmm. They're also wrong about Assad, Venezuela, Bolivia. They're wrong about everything, and they're also wrong about how much Medicare for All costs. Because Jake Tapper, the host of The Lead, still tells you that Medicare for All, Bernie's plan, costs more than the plan we have right now, and he's lying when he does that. He's not making a mistake. These people are paid liars. That's what CNN is. CNN is people paid to lies. Millionaires paid by billionaires to lie to fucking working people. That's what CNN is. Am I right?
You were right.
Yeah.
Here's the New York Times. This is Shane Goldmacher and Jonathan Martin. Two of the hired hacks over at the New York Times. Don't have to do good news reporting to work at the New York Times. In fact, if you do, they'll get rid of you, just like they did Chris Hedges. But these guys, plenty of room for these guys. Plenty of room for these two guys. You want to see what they wrote? This was their article they wrote after the debate last night. Look down here in the blue. Prompted by the moderators, Ms. Warren and Senator Bernie Sanders continued a debate over the fraught subject of whether a woman could be elected president. There was no debate. That's not what happened. They didn't debate it. There was no debate on whether a woman could be elected president. Bernie agrees a woman could be elected president. They didn't debate it. That's factually not what happened. That is a made-up, unbelievable garbage story. That's not even tied to reality a little bit. They didn't have a debate about whether a woman could be elected president. That didn't take place last night.
It took two of them to come up with that.
Two guys.
Two of them to just make up what was actually discussed in a manner to make Bernie look bad. Two guys did that. It's like they split it up by paragraph.
Two guys. I mean, and nothing will happen to these guys. They're not going to lose their YouTube channel. If a YouTuber did this, they demonetize it, take him down, give him a strike, tell him, get the fuck up. You're not safe. Of course, the New York Times, they're full of shit. Get ready. It's going to get worse. This is how they cover someone who stands up for workers. So anybody who stands up for regular people, this is what this guy, Jonathan Martin and Shane Goldmacher, are going to come out and lie about them. Just make shit up out of whole cloth, as they say. That's a lie. That's not a misreporting. That's a lie. They're lying to their readers on purpose, manufacturing consent. And you know why? Because they want to get a raise. You get a raise if you lie at the behest of the establishment. You don't get a raise if you tell the truth about the establishment. You get a raise if you lie for them. And that's what Jonathan Martin and Shane Goldmacher are doing in the New York Times. And they will be promoted. Whereas Chris Hedges tells the truth and he gets let go. That's how the New York Times works, in case you didn't know. And then they hire a bunch of science deniers to write, and a conservative hacks on corporations to fill their op-ed pages. They're worthless. Did you see the smear they did to Cenk Uygur? Completely made up the exact opposite of what reality was. On purpose lying. These are not mistakes. This is on purpose lying. This guy caught this, by the way, Eli Valley. He says, this is not at all what they debated. They both agree a woman can be elected. The debate was whether Bernie said what Warren alleged he said 2 years ago. It's amazing that the New York Times, the richest newspaper in the country, refuses to hire competent political reporters. No. They're working exactly how they hired them. That's what they want them to do. It's working perfectly. I know he knows that too, and he's just that's them. That's them. The system is working perfectly. Okay. Shane Goldmacher and Jonathan Martin are tools of an evil corporation, willing cogs in an evil wheel of disinformation and lies to the American people, to their own fucking readers. That's who he's lying to. He's not lying to the Washington Post readers. He's not lying to Fox News' readers. He's not lying to our viewers. He's lying to their own fucking viewers and readers. That's what you have to remember. The people who give them money for news and information, that's who they're lying to.
When the reader that they're hoping for, and this, for instance, they're hoping somebody didn't see the debate, and they see that, and they're like, oh, wow, Bernie Sanders is saying a woman can't even be president? What
They're debating this?
That's exactly right.
That's exactly who they hope reads that. Someone who didn't watch the debate.
Why would they be debating that? Hey, come see a live Jimmy Dore show. We're going to be in Tempe, Arizona, Sacramento, San Jose, Miami. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link for all tickets to all of our live shows, and go to jimmydorecomedy.com/join to become a premium member. We give you hours of bonus material every week. Thanks for your support.